Once upon a time, a kind girl named Cinderella lived with her cruel stepmother and two selfish stepsisters. They treated her like a servant, forcing her to cook, clean, and wear old ragged clothes. One day, the king announced a grand ball, hoping to find a princess for his son. Cinderella desperately wanted to go, but her stepmother forbade it and gave her impossible chores to complete. With a little magic from her fairy godmother, Cinderella's rags were transformed into a beautiful gown, and a pumpkin became a magnificent carriage. Her godmother warned her that the magic would end at midnight. At the ball, Cinderella captivated the prince, who had eyes for no one else. They danced all night until the clock began to strike 12. Cinderella ran from the palace, leaving behind a single glass slipper. The next day, the prince searched the kingdom for the girl who fit the slipper. He arrived at Cinderella's house, and her stepsisters tried to squeeze their feet into the tiny shoe, but they failed. When Cinderella finally tried it on, the slipper fit perfectly. She was taken to the palace, where she married the prince and lived happily ever after. Once upon a time, there was a beautiful princess living in a certain kingdom. Once, while playing by the well, her favorite golden ball fell into the water. She burst into tears, and suddenly a frog appeared. It said, "I can help you get the ball back, but you must promise to let me be your friend, eat at the same table, and sleep in the same bed with you." Because she wanted the ball back so much, the princess agreed. The frog dived down and brought the ball up. She picked up the ball and ran back to the palace, leaving the frog behind. That night, as the princess was having dinner, the frog suddenly appeared and demanded that the promise be fulfilled. The king, her father, advised his daughter to keep her word. She reluctantly agreed. After dinner, the frog continued to demand to sleep with her. The princess was annoyed to the point of throwing it straight at the wall. Immediately, a miracle happened. The frog turned into a handsome prince. The prince said that he had been cursed by an evil witch. Thanks to the help of the princess, the curse was dispelled. Finally, the two people fell in love and lived happily ever after.
Aladdin and the Magic Lamp is one of the most famous stories in 1001 Nights, telling about Aladdin, a poor boy in Persia. His life changed when he was tricked by an evil sorcerer into a cave to get a magic lamp. When trapped, Aladdin accidentally rubbed the lamp and a powerful genie appeared, granting him 3 wishes. Thanks to the genie's power, Aladdin became rich, acquired a magnificent palace, and married a beautiful princess. However, the sorcerer was always looking for ways to reclaim the lamp. He deceived the princess and stole the lamp, bringing the entire palace and the princess to a faraway place. With intelligence and courage, Aladdin went to find, sneaked into the sorcerer's castle, and used tricks to get the lamp back. He defeated the evil sorcerer, saved the princess, and brought the palace back to its original position. Finally, Aladdin and the princess lived happily ever after. This story is a lesson about kindness, courage, and wisdom, showing that those qualities will help people overcome all difficulties in life. The fairy tale, Ali Baba and the 40 Thieves, tells about Ali Baba, a poor woodcutter, and his rich brother Kasim. One day, while walking in the forest, Ali Baba accidentally heard the voice of a gang of robbers. He hid and witnessed the leader of the bandits opening a secret cave with the spell, "Open Sesame." After the bandits left, Ali Baba sneaked into the cave and found a huge treasure. He took some gold and returned home. After that, he shared the secret with Kasim. But Kasim, because he was too greedy, went to the cave alone. He entered the cave, but then forgot the spell to get out. The robbers came back and killed Kasim. Ali Baba found his brother's body and brought it home. The leader of the robbers found Ali Baba's house and vowed to take revenge. He secretly brought 40 jars, each jar containing a robber, to Ali Baba's house and pretended to be a merchant selling oil. But Ali Baba's wise slave, Morgiana, discovered this plot and poured boiling oil into the jars, killing all 40 robbers. The leader robber escaped, but then he returned to take revenge. But Morgiana discovered and stabbed him to death. To reward Morgiana's courage and loyalty, Ali Baba married her to his son, and they lived a wealthy and happy life together. The lesson of the story is that intelligence, kindness, and loyalty will triumph over greed and cruelty. In the fresh green forest, Rabbit is famous for his speed, always boasting and mocking the slow turtle. One day, the calm turtle challenged Rabbit to a race. Rabbit agreed, thinking he would win easily. The race began. Rabbit darted off like an arrow. Turtles, just step by step, slowly moved forward. Running a long distance, the rabbit turned back and didn't see the turtle. It thought, surely the turtle will take a long time to arrive. I'll take a nap to be healthy. The rabbit lay under a cool, shady tree and quickly fell asleep. The turtle still worked hard, not resting. It quietly passed the sleeping hare and approached the finish line. When the hare woke up, it was already dusk. It frantically ran very fast, but it was too late. The turtle had crossed the finish line before the hare's surprise and the cheers of the other animals. The rabbit lost because of arrogance, while the turtle won thanks to perseverance. From then on, the rabbit learned a lesson about humility.